And so as we progressed, God began to expand my borders of field. And we went into the adult convention,
Yes.
which is the porn convention. And we've been in there 15 years. And that has been one of the most darkest and deep places and hurtful places in my life, because I just went, I've never been into that. I never knew anything about it. The first time I went in, I was sobbing. I was weeping. I saw all these young, beautiful people, young people who had sold out doing these horrible things to their bodies, destructive things, and I was just grieved. And God got me right in the middle of I was leading the outreach, and I was sobbing. I was crying. I thought, I don't know what to do in here, you know?
Yeah.
And God said, I've seen it. That's what he said. I've seen it. And he goes, you're seated with me right up here in heavenly places. So I want you to sit up here, and I'm going to guide you and direct you to the ones that people are praying for that are in here. And so I have video after video of our encounters of interpreting a dream, or it's a pastor's kid, or it's somebody that used to be connected somehow to God, or most of them have been abused since they were little. They do push pedophilia in there. So there are children that go at times, and it's just heart-wrenching. Okay. It is something that is like, I've had to let God, let me look through his eyes and not at their actions and not what they do, and see them like he really made them. And then we get words of knowledge, and God will give us opportunities to speak those words into the people there. And we've prevented a number of them from taking their lives. This year will be our 15th year. It's in Vegas, the end of January. And we have a team, and we're going to wear some shirts that say Mother Huggers, because we're mothers, right? And we have a wheel that they can spin, like a roulette wheel, except it says positive words, like encouraging words. And we have wristbands that match the words that they land on. So we take their hand and we give them a hope. We give them Jeremiah 29:11, and we just say, you have a future and a hope. It's not for destruction. It's not for you to live in this place. This isn't where you're going. So we've doubled our booth this year. It's quite expensive. It was $8,400 to buy.
Wow.
Booth, I know. And then we have to have a place to stay, and we have to have car rentals and food and airfare and the whole bit to get there, right? And so, but we also have gifts that we give them. But we had so many people coming to our booth last year that we thought, we've got to double it. We have to have a place for them to come, and we can have a one-on-one encounter with them where we can talk to them. They can pour out their heart. They can tell us about themselves. And we're moms, so we're a safe place.
Yeah,
we're a safe place for them. And so that's what we're going to do this year.
Oh,
But I'm telling you, I've run into so many people. And the thing is, I'm going to tell you this because I think it's so important. The one way that God has allowed me to go into some of these deep and dark places, and even pagan festivals and different things like that, is because I've purposed in my heart from the beginning to have a fear of the Lord. If you don't have a fear of the Lord, you can get sideswiped or taken off balance. You can do anything. But I'm looking straight into his face and finding out what he wants to do in a place like that. And because he's trained us to look straight at him, to not see, he doesn't look on the outward appearance. He looks on the heart always. And then we just bring out what we see, what God tells us to say. And it's those words that says, don't worry about what you'll say. You open your mouth and I'll fill it. Like in that moment, I'm going to give you what you need. So we don't have like a script, or we don't have anything ahead of time to tell us what to say or what to do. And we've seen more and more people who say, oh my gosh, my contract's up next year. I'm getting out. I'm going into nursing. I'm going into humanitarian efforts. I'm going to connect with God. I'm connecting with God. And we're literally seeing them say, I've got to have God, I need help. I'm hurting. I've blown my life. My life is all over the place, and it's shattered. And we're like, yes, absolutely. You can have a brand new starting point. We call it, because of the language, we call it organic restart.
Oh,
Organic
organic
restart.
restart. Okay, that's perfect.
Welcome to your new life. Old
Oh,
things will pass away and all things will become new.